doing today, Fred Astaire?
Hey, Mr. President, how goes it?
Not too shabby. Can you log in and put the movie on where we left off?
Coming right up, my dude. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the one, the only, Club Club. For today's culinary selection, we have Cool Ranch Doritos, Pringles, maybe some pizza if one of us orders one, and kettle corn that I forgot to pop. Today, we will be picking up where we left off with last week's film, one which I'm sure we can all agree is a true masterpiece of cinema. So, without further ado, Tommy Wiseau's The Room. Hey, do you know that girl up there in the back?
No. Never seen her.
Looks official.
Hello, good afternoon. Are you Kyle Leach, president of Club Club?
Hi, yes I am. Oh, and it's Club. Club makes it sound like some sort of big party.
Really? It sure seems like a party to me. Guys have a fun little thing going on here, don't you?
For sure. We meet every Tuesday and Thursday just to, chill, have some snacks, relax. Really helps us get through the week.
So that's what you do here then. Because your club's mission statement is to further the relationship of people with the world, foster connection, and to advance the people of today into the world of tomorrow.
I think so. Well, what about it?
You see, Mr. Leach, the name of your club came up in committee meeting yesterday, so we took a look at your records. 10 people spent 15 minutes analyzing your mission statement in an attempt to figure out what it is your club actually does, and we couldn't. Every record on file regarding this organization is immaculately vague, and yet Student Senate is giving $1,500 to this club every single year. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
I'm sorry, who are you exactly?
My name is Angelica Layton Holmes. I am the head of the Student Senate Committee on Clubs. Pleasure to meet you.
I see. Pleasure to meet you too. Sage! Get over here. Angelica, this is Sage. Sage, this is Angelica. She's our vice president.
It's nice to meet you, Sage.
I'm Sage.
Yes.
Sage Green. Nice to meet you.
Sage, Angelica is from Student Senate, the part that decides how much funding we get. So, what brings Student Senate to our club meeting all of a sudden?
Well, mostly I wanted to observe one of your club meetings, but now seems as good a time as any to let you know that the Committee on Clubs voted yesterday to conduct a thorough audit of all inactive, redundant, or ambiguous clubs. Yours falls into the latter category.
I see. What does that mean for us?
I'm getting to that. First, I wanted to ask you about some of the administrative documents that you've submitted recently. This is your most recent attendance roster. One Mr. Seymour Butts seems to have perfect attendance, doesn't he?
Seymour is a valued club member. He's really the glue that holds this whole operation together. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here today because he
Died.
died. Yeah, very tragically, very sudden. His family was crushed.
The Butts were crushed. It really hit them hard. They were bent over the table, and it ruined their whole year. Everything turned to shit.
Are you aware, Mr. Leach, that people actually read these documents after you submit them?
Well, sure. I mean, I thought it was like books in English class. You read the first couple pages and then spark notes the rest.
I read all the books in my English classes.
Really? You really did that?
Yes. I also read your most recent budget statement. Nearly all of your funding is filed under miscellaneous expenses. Just what does that mean exactly?
Well, you know, supplies for club activities.
What activities?
Yeah, watch parties like you saw today.
Do you have any other club activities?
I'm being insulted. Merry Christmas tree.
No.
Then have you considered that watching movies is also the primary activity of the Film Appreciation Club?
We watch plenty of TV, too.
That makes your club redundant. The Student Senate Committee on Clubs has a long-standing policy against extending recognition to multiple clubs that do the same thing.
Whatever happened to the more the merrier?
This is a summons to next Monday's Student Senate meeting. You will be testifying before the Committee on Clubs, demonstrating why Club Club is a valuable member of the club association that deserves to retain all of its recognition, privileges, and funding. You will have until then to prepare your defense and to hopefully correct what appear to be many, many issues and violations. Have a nice day.
You know, we're, not getting a lot of traffic.
We will, sooner or later.
You sure about that?
Positive. Just wait.
Hi.
Hello, how are you today? Are you interested in joining Club Club?
What do you do?
Almost nothing at all, but we get a shitload of funding. So, we just watch Netflix and eat snacks every week. And if you put your information down right here, we'd
I thought you were supposed to be a marketing major.
Shut up.
Hello there, filling out your roster.
Angelica, good to see you. How you doing this fine Friday afternoon?
Quite well, actually. In fact, I was just about to head over to the library to study for a midterm before I realized I had the rare pleasure of busting a rogue club for recruiting in a public place without a permit.
Really? Which club?
This one! You're being annoying. If I see you here again, I'll call security.
Well.
Hey, Sage.
Yeah?
I think our problem is we're running an organization that, when it comes down to it, isn't supposed to exist. Angelica's right. Club Club's only around so we can leech snack money off the school and watch Netflix on a giant lecture hall projector.
Maybe. What's your point?
What I'm saying is, wouldn't it be just as good to make it look like Club Club does things and has members?
Go on.
Look, we're not exactly the good guys here. By all accounts, we're just two deadbeats suckering the school out of a few $100 a month. So this whole cleaning up our act thing just because Angelica told us to, I don't buy it. If we want to keep this up, we gotta keep doing what we're best at. Fuckery.
Well, afterwards, I was gonna say, I think that.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and this is Mr. Hemoglobin. Say hi, Mr. Hemoglobin.
Mr. Hemoglobin says, have a bloody marvelous day.
Would you be interested in donating blood? You don't have to commit right now. You can just sign up for the email list here. Oh, if you could just put down your name, date of birth, graduation year, and student ID number, we'll be all set.
Kyle!
Oh shit.
What do you think you're doing? Are you serious?
Angelica, good to see you. Do you want to sign up for the blood drive?
Petition to club association to retain Club as a member? You're insane. You've actually been going around campus scamming people out of signatures just to get your dumb club going? You're taking advantage of blood donors, Kyle. Are you for real?
Come on. People only do that to feel good about themselves. This way, they get to feel good about themselves, and they don't even have to give up any blood.
Tell that to people who need blood transfusions. This is illegal.
That seems a little harsh.
Why, yes, Mr. Hemoglobin, that does seem a little harsh.
It seems a little ironic coming from someone who so excels at being a vessel for authority to put so much pressure on us to be good people. Please laugh.
No, Mr. Hemoglobin, I want to hear what you have to say.
Mr. Hemoglobin says, those kids down at Club didn't do anything to you. But here you are, hunting them down like a hound. A bloodhound.
Maybe the last one was a little uncalled for, Sage.
Listen, man, you gotta be straight with people about how you feel about them. Even if you don't feel great. Honesty is important. For example, whoa.
Time out! Uncalled for!
Time out? Have you no sense of shame? Do you really have no other ways to keep your club going than outright fraud?
Mr. Hemoglobin says, hey, take it easy. We can talk this out.
You see this? This is Mace. I keep it on me in case any creepy dude is giving me a hard time, and you know what you guys are doing? Giving me a real hard fucking time.
Jesus Christ, are you serious?
Sage, take off the costume.
Mr. Hemoglobin says, no.
Get out of the goddamn costume.
Okay.
Okay. If you two don't leave right now, I'm gonna mace you. I'm not kidding. Get out of here.
Nah. Angelica, this is whack. Don't do this. You're acting like a crazy person.
You two are irredeemable delinquents who think that the rules don't apply to you. You think you can get away with anything. And you know what? You're right. Up until now, nothing you've done has had any consequences. But that was before you met me. Now, you're in for it.
What about the rule about not macing people?
That's different.
How?
It just is. Trust me, I'm right.
Angelica, you clearly don't care about the rules. You just hate us.
You know what? Maybe so. But guess who has the fucking mace? Me. So you're mine today, you little shits. And I'm gonna have fun with you.
She's completely lost it.
Yeah, this might be the end of us.
What do we do now?
The only thing we can do. Talk to her.
Sure, that's a good idea.
I think so. She's just trying to scare us.
Well, it's working.
You go on ahead. I'm gonna hang back and try and talk some sense into her.
Okay. Call me if you need any help. Or if you end up in the hospital. She's gonna disband us for this for sure.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, I think so. No regrets.
No regrets.
Like some neat little or the stuff that you hear on like the radio or whatever. And then from there, like, you know.
So you're done running then?
As long as you're done chasing us.
Depends how wisely you pick your words.
See what I can do.
How did you get the blood costume? Anyway, break in the middle of the night, bribe the security guard?
The kids in the blood drive club lent it to us. It's ours for the day.
Did they know it was for a scam?
Of course.
Then why did they give it to you?
Because they're our friends.
They didn't care.
No.
God, none of you people care about anything, do you?
Angelica, we do care about things. We care about our friends. We care about our futures. We just also care about having a good time. And the school that we're paying entirely too much money for also being a place where we can afford to have fun. Angelica, why don't you like us?
I don't dislike you. I'm just doing my job.
Chasing us with Mace seems like a little more than just doing my job.
Maybe.
Why don't you like our club?
You know, there's one night from freshman year I really remember. I don't know why it stuck out to me so much. I saw a million things just like it happen. I was sitting at my desk, crying over my physics homework, and I hear people singing outside. I look out the window and I see a bunch of drunk sorority girls singing some song. And a police car rolls up and pulls over by the side of the road. And the sorority girls walked right up over to it, started tapping on the window, saying hi, all that. And you know what the police car did? They honked their horn and drove away. And the sorority girls laughed and laughed and laughed. And then they left. And I spent the next 3 hours finishing my physics homework. You're right, Kyle. I hate you. I hate Sage. I hate your club. I hate the idea of it, and I hated seeing it in person. Most of all, I hate that I'm not a part of it. I've spent my entire life trying to figure out the difference between people like you and people like me, and I still haven't been able to figure it out. I'm not entirely convinced there is a difference. But whether it's something in you or a lack of something in me, I hate you. And I'm sorry.
What do you want from us, Angelica?
I don't know.
What are you gonna do about us?
I don't know. I don't know.
Angelica, please. Please.
Kyle and Sage gave a hell of a presentation the next day. For a couple of deadbeats, those two really managed to pull it together. Their whole case was clearly bullshit, but much like a high school English paper, if you weren't paying very much attention, it looked just like they'd read the book. So in the end, the vote mostly came down to who had had their coffee in the morning. And eventually, it came down to me.
Oh, hello there.
Hi. Good job on your presentation. You guys really pulled through.
I guess so, but that's all thanks to the committee.
Well, it wasn't exactly a landslide. It was 50-50 for a while.
Then what happened?
I voted in your favor.
Really?
Really.
Well, thank you. It really means the world to us.
Don't mention it. Please.
What made you change your mind?
I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. It just felt right.
Well, I think it was the right thing to do. Or at least the best thing. Thank you. Do you want to come inside? We're watching Die Hard and Sage brought Krispy Kreme.
I appreciate the offer, but I think I'll pass this time.
Angelica. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I know.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.